because people often think, suicide, mental illness, suicide, depression, suicide, bipolar, suicide, and is that a factor? It can be sometimes, but there's trauma, there's childhood trauma. Sometimes trauma doesn't look like the textbook definition of trauma, like rape and all of that. Trauma is every possible level. But yet generally, what, everybody who we talked to experienced some things in their lives that were not great. And it did seem to be, childhood trauma seemed to be very much a common denominator.
And Carol, is that something you see in the larger numbers?
Well, I actually have a smaller number answer to that because I'm trying to understand how, differential levels of resilience and how negative shocks in the past affect people's ability to be optimistic about their future. So I have a survey of 18 to 19-year-old adolescents in Peru in a very, poor to rising poor area. And we've been looking at their aspirations for their future education, their lives. We have a whole lot of information about their past. And what's remarkable is how high the resilience and optimism levels of these, near poor kids are. The high percent of them that say they're going to go to college and that they can go to public university. But equally important is, of the highest aspiration group, almost all of them have had one or two negative shocks in their past. But there's certain negative shocks that are more difficult to get over than others, and that's what I'm really trying to understand. So one thing is to have been a victim of crime, or to have had a parent die of an illness, or whatever, or have a parent have left the household, versus if they've had something that really was debilitating in the past to their mental health or their physical health, then they can't overcome that. So it's not a great answer because I don't think we fully understand this, but we know that people can overcome negative things and come out even stronger, even attempting suicide, from what the movie's telling us. But I don't know how much we know about the nature of, or the differential nature of those things, and obviously when in people's lifespans the negative things happen.